What's up? Welcome back into Movement Parallels Life. My name's Kellen Mylad. It's great to have you here. Today, I've got a 15-minute mobility practice for us. This session will open your hips and loosen up your spine and shoulders. So, if you spend a lot of time sitting each day or performing a repetitive movement, chances are that you feel some stiffness in your body and you're dealing with some chronic aches and pains. These movements are going to help you dissipate the tension, relax your body, and will have you moving more freely. I'll guide you through this series step by step, and we'll spend about 75 seconds with each movement. Keep in mind that there's no universally perfect form for these movements. This is about exploring your movement, listening to your body, breathing, exploring the positions, and finding the stretches that feel best for you. Let's get started. Start off in a prone lying position, propped up on your forearms, and we'll move through an easy spinal wave. Inhale as you pull the ground forward and open your chest. Exhale as you tuck your chin, hollow out your body, and push your hips back. As you begin to feel more comfortable with the movement and your spine begins to open up, you can start to expand the range of motion by pressing up to straight arms. Keep flowing through this spinal wave for the next 45 seconds. Stay in this prone lying forearm position and hike one leg up to the side. Reach your same side arm forward and then sweep it through a full range of motion. Follow your hand with your eyes. Inhale as you bring your arm back. Exhale as you bring your arm forward, and then switch sides. Once again, if you want to expand the range of motion, you've got the option to press up to straight arms. Keep working through these alternating arm sweeps for the next 35 seconds. Lower your chest to the floor and place your arms out at your sides at 90-degree angles. Roll and reach your leg across your body, extending from the hip. Actively press your forearm into the ground to create the stretch through your chest and shoulder. Hold for a long inhale and exhale, and then switch sides. Another option is to keep your arms straight as you step across into the stretch. You can play around with internally and externally rotating your shoulder. These positional variations are going to change the stretch significantly. Play around a little bit and then settle in on the variation that works best for you. Keep it going for the next 30 seconds. Finish up your last roll, and next we'll make our way into a frog stretch. Prop yourself up on your forearms and spread the floor, pushing your knees out to the side walls. Maintain a long spine with an anterior pelvic tilt. Begin by gently rocking back and forth. Pull back into the creases of your hips as you exhale. Inhale as you glide forward out of the stretch. As an optional add-on, glide forward and lift your foot to internally rotate your hip. For another option, try extending one leg out to the side, pressing the sole of your foot down into the floor. Next, we'll move on to side bridge lifts. Roll onto your side, stack your knees, and support yourself on your forearm. Press your hips forward into full extension and lift your top leg. Pause for a moment and extend from the knee. For another variation, you can add in a leg sweep. Lift up into the side bridge, then alternate between drawing your knee in towards your chest and reaching your leg back. Stay with your side bridge for the next 20 seconds. Now, before we hit that side bridge on the other side, make your way into a side sit position. We're going to work hip swivels and rotation reaches. Start out with your hands posted behind your hips so that you can keep your chest open and spine long. Keep your feet in contact with the ground and take your knees from side to side. For an extra stretch, lift your backside hand and reach across your body, briefly holding the twist. We've got about 20 seconds left here. You can add an additional stretch in your side sit position by adding a forward fold. Make sure to keep your shoulders back and your core braced. Now once again, set up your side bridge position and work those hip lifts. "30 seconds left. Transition into the leg sweep if that's right for you. Lower down and make your way back to the side sit position. We'll go through one more round with the hip swivels and rotation reaches. Build on what you did in the first round by integrating the swivels, rotation reaches, and forward folds. If you feel your hips have started to open up, you can add an additional challenge by trying to perform the movements without the assistance of your hands. Next, come into an inverted or crab crawl position. Post your hands behind your hips and place the soles of your feet flat on the ground. Keep your arms locked out and your spine and neck elongated. Keep your hands and feet rooted and your breathing deep and relaxed as you begin shifting forward and backward, lifting and lowering your hips and moving in circles. Stay mindful here and listen to your body as you work with the movements and stretches that feel best for you. Next, flip over onto your hands and knees and we'll begin flowing through some spinal movements. Alternate between rounding and arching your spine as you rock back and forth. Coordinate your breathing with your movement. Exhale as you round, inhale as you open. For another variation, try placing your hand lightly on the back of your head and rotating open and closed. You can also extend your arm and sweep it through a full range of motion. Be sure to work both sides. We've got about 20 seconds left here. You can stay on hands and knees or transition into a crawl position with an opposite hand foot march. Now we've got one movement left in today's practice. Flip over to a sitting position and we'll work a transition from sitting to open half kneeling. Set up a figure 4 leg position with one leg extended and the other leg tucked underneath. Use one hand to push off the ground as you shift your weight forward and pull from the front heel. As you move into the open half kneel position, keep your shoulders back and core braced. Sit down into your hips, working within your range of motion. Use as much support, assistance, or momentum as you need to make the movement smooth as you alternate from side to side. And as you move into your half kneeling position, maybe incorporate some overhead reaches for an additional stretch if that's right for you. Keep going for the next 20 seconds. All right, that's time and our practice is just about complete. I encourage you to take some additional time to work through any other movements or stretches that feel right for your body. And don't let this be the last time that you move today. The magic behind these simple movements lies in the frequency in which you perform them. By making movement a daily practice, you're taking your joints and muscles through a full range of motion on a regular basis, and that's going to help you maintain your mobility and functionality. It doesn't need to be complicated, you just need to be consistent. In those times when you can't make it to the gym or your favorite class, know that you can just get on the ground and move your body and do something good for yourself. So that's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for coming through. And if you enjoyed this video, before you go, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and check out the links below for more ways that we can move together. Come back again real soon. We'll do it again. In the meantime, take good care of yourself, keep on moving, and I'll see you in the next practice.